What's up, Kabroda crew? Welcome back. Hopefully y'all had a good Christmas and yeah, just enjoyed the holidays. Kind of had a sideways week looking at last week's price action. Not a lot going on really. Kind of into this week, we kind of bumped up a little bit, and now we're kind of running into this higher time frame resistance right here at about 88,000 or so. So yeah, kind of boring week. Typically, around the holidays, it's kind of like that. So yeah, I mean, good chance, I guess, to jump in, check out the battle box, see our new AI system. So make sure you do that. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. We're all going to be using it this live stream, I guess. So yeah, check that out. We'll just kind of jump into it. It's gonna be a little different than today, just because we don't have to set up the whole battle box, so we just got a lot more hangout time, a lot more kind of sit around, check out the charts time. So yeah, just yeah, let me know if there's anything specific y'all want me to check out or look at, but we're just gonna run through, grab the battle box stuff real fast, and then we'll kind of see what's going on. Get a little drink of coffee first. Got some Black Rifle coffee this morning. My dad got some hazelnut coffee for Christmas, so he let me have some. So we've been kind of drinking it. Today though, I'm just drinking. We also got just like their regular like black coffee. So we're savoring the good stuff, the hazelnut stuff. So right now I'm just drinking, the normal, yeah, just black coffee. So nothing too exciting, just black coffee, a little bit of heavy whipping cream in it, and some honey to make it a little sweeter. But that's what we got. So nothing too exciting today. But yeah, we'll jump into our battle box, get it set up for today, and yeah, kind of see what's going on today. See if we can get anything post Christmas kind of moves. We have been working on this over the holiday weekend and done a couple of updates. So now you can change your target session here right within like the normal initiate. What do we call it? It's just like the sweet session control type thing. Yeah, you just go ahead and click here, and you can change it to whatever session is your preferred session to trade. So we're gonna keep it at 8:30 today, just for our US NY futures time. We're not gonna do anything special like that today, but you're welcome to change it to whatever you'd like. And then again, we have our couple of coins over here. If you're looking to trade Ethereum or Solana, you're welcome to check out those. Like we said before, do let us know how they work. We're always looking to improve, so any kind of information or anything like that is great to know. But yeah, same thing. You just hit the button, it calculates it all out, and then we're ready to go. Just like that. So we got our daily resistance, breakdown trigger, breakout trigger, breakdown trigger, and our daily support. All right here. We can either copy for the indicator, copy for the GPT. We can launch the GPT from right here. All sorts of stuff. So for us, we're actually going to do both of them. So starting out, we'll just copy our GPT here and throw it into our GPT. So we'll move over to here, and we can just basically just dump it in there, press enter, and it'll spit back out a DMR. So that's great. We'll use that here in a second, but we're actually going to start off by going and grabbing our indicator data. Oops, my bad. Grabbing our indicator data here. So we'll grab it, and then we can move back to trading view here. And from trading view, we'll just open up our indicator here, which that is the point. If you did use or get their indicator a little bit ago, we did update it, so you're going to want to go in and re-get it. It's just a little bit better. Nothing you'll probably notice, the name's a little different, but other than that, it's the same thing. So you're just going to go into the paste part and go ahead and dump the coding that we gave you, and then press OK, and it will populate. So pretty easy again. You got your triggers here, some different support lines, resistance lines. That's really all there is to it. So just dump it in there. Now our battle box is completely set up. We got the lines that we need on the chart. It's really easy. And we'll just head back to that GPT for now, and we'll check out kind of what's going on. So if you want the indicator straight maker, you're just gonna open up Kabroda.com right here. You can see the link up on the top of my screen right here. Kabroda.com. Pretty simple. Kabroda.com. Type that in. Press enter on any. Should be work on any search engine. So just type that in. You're gonna, if you don't already have an account, you'll have to make one. It is $89.99 a month, I believe. We are upping the price just because we are actually adding a full-on, basically a long-term strategy. That's what we're adding, is right here, this Wealth OS. But if you want the indicators, you're going to head to the indicators tab, and you're going to go down, and these are the two indicators here. So you can just click add to trading view. It'll pop open a new page similar to this, and you can see the indicator on a chart, and then you can just press you can either add it to your favorites right here, which works good, or you can say use on chart. The only issue is if you already have too many indicators, you press use on chart, it's just going to tell you that you can't put it on there. So if you add it to your favorites, then you can head back to trading view here, trading view here, and you can go to your indicator section, and you'll see it pop up here in your favorites over here. So pretty easy, but that's what you'll want to do whenever you're grabbing a new indicator. Respond in the comments just so everybody knows. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we'll just keep jumping into this. Heading back to our GPT to check it out. Get there. It's kind of crazy now because I got like 3 tabs to deal with, so like just 2 switching back and forth. It's kind of crazy, but now it's 3. Just got to remember which one I'm on. But anyways, we got, so this is kind of what our new daily market recap will look like. Got the execution summary, session mindset, the map, so different time frames or different time levels on the time frames, tactical playbook, execution and news, battle ready, and then just final things to think about. So basically we can kind of run through this together, but the execution summary kind of just tells you a little bit about the market and what the market's kind of looking like. So BTC USDT is trading inside a compressed trigger band with the balanced high time frame shelves above and below. No directional edge has been earned. This is a patience first environment where fake breaks are expected before commitment. Wow, sorry, tongue twister, I guess. I'm gonna grab some more coffee. Gotta wake up my tongue a little bit, I guess. So the once instance edge explanation is triggers are compressed deep inside the daily range, forcing rotational behavior until the acceptance breaks structure. So right now we're kind of neutral. We're holding fire until we until criteria is met. So essentially our trading strategy involves around waiting for our trigger, really. I mean, most trading strategies do, I guess, but essentially we're just waiting for that breakdown, break up, either way, to where we break out of our zone and then come back and retest our zone, our breakout trigger or breakdown trigger, and then we're looking to either trade it up or down based off of that. That's the basics of our strategy. There's definitely more that goes into that, but that's kind of what we're waiting for here. So as long as price kind of sits sideways and doesn't really go down, doesn't really go up, doesn't break either trigger on either side, then we're just neutral. We're just sitting here waiting, kind of sitting on our hands, nothing really to do. That's just kind of how it is, like sometimes in trading, that's all you have to do. Not taking a trade because of your system, because your system didn't tell you to get in, is a good trade for today. Trading isn't always the best thing to do. That's just how it is. Like if you're trading constantly all the time looking for trades, then you're just trading emotional. Like you gotta wait. Sometimes your system says no, you don't get to get in, and you just don't get to trade that day. Like that's just kind of how trading is. So yeah, that's how our system is for sure. I mean, there's days you get a lot of trades, there's days you get none. Like there's days you're just sitting around, mostly around Christmas, and really Christmas. There's just like there's last week and then this week, really, like people all getting ready for the new year. You got like people vacationing just from Christmas still. You got you name it. Like people are all just out of office. People aren't looking at the computers. There's not trading. And the ones who are, like, there's people like, I don't know, like they got, I don't know, whatever. Like they just got like, oh, I should trade for Christmas. Like, I don't know. Like, and they just waste money, and the price action just gets kind of weird. So it's just kind of run sideways a lot during this time of year. And I don't know, it's just how it is. So typically you don't get a lot of trades, right through this week and last week. And even the trades that you do get are more sketchy for sure. So that's kind of where we're sitting at right now, though. So right now we're in that middle. If you want, the breakdown trigger and the breakup trigger are, I'll let you know, I guess one at a time. So breakout trigger is 88.5, and then your breakdown trigger is 87, 621. So that's kind of the trades we're looking at here. So let's see. Just gonna see if I can find them on the charts. Okay, so here, looking at the chart here, our green line is going to be our breakup trigger. Our purple line is going to be our breakdown trigger. So if we're looking for that breakout to the upside, we're going to need price action to climb all the way up to this 88.5, breakout, retest, and then take off. If we're looking for it to do the opposite, to take a short or run down, then we're looking for price to come down, retest here on the purple, and then we'll trade it down. More than likely, if we get that down run, it will be we will be running to this kind of zone at that 86 800-ish area. Just this zone down here, these high time frame zones. You got the I believe the 4 hour and the 1 hour high time frame supports down here, so that's kind of where we're looking. Yeah, okay, there it is. So if we did break to the upside, then more than likely that's where we would be looking for our target for today. So up here at this 90,000 range, 90,000 big time frame number, so that's kind of what we'd be looking at. We're cuffed. See, the only problem with it getting cold is, and it's pretty cold here, it's like 30 something. It's crazy because Christmas was like 80 and now it's like 30 something. But regardless, problem with it getting cold is you got to drink your coffee fast, otherwise it gets cold like fast, which is annoying because like you're like sitting here like looking at charts, right, and you're like, oh man, like yeah, just like enjoying my coffee, sipping on it, and then you know all of a sudden you like take a sip and you're like, whoa, like what's wrong with that coffee? It's all like cold now. Just happened so fast. Yeah, so that's kind of our breakdown strat, our breakdown. That's kind of what we're looking at. That's the targets there. We'll go back and check out some more of that GPT here. So for the Sacto playbook, the primary loud strategy, you got a mid-band fade. So if we get that 15-minute trigger, 5-minute alignment, we're looking, let's see, we got S6. Yeah, okay, it's just saying pretty much exactly what I said. Breakout, breakdown. Either way, we'll be taking that trade, 15-minute closes above, and then the 5-minute retest. Yeah, I mean, there's just not a whole lot going on today, you know, like basically we're just sitting, waiting, checking out the charts, seeing what we got. I guess we could check out maybe some of the other charts, see what we're going, see where we're going, see what we got going on. But yeah, honestly, like not a whole lot going on. Kind of just sitting there. We could run through some basic TA on different time frames, see what we think about them. But yeah, just not a whole lot. So we'll start off with 4 hour, kind of run through some TA, and then maybe we'll check out some different time frames. What can you do with the GPT Spirit Maker? So pretty much anything you can do. Pretty much anything you can do with a regular GPT. So you could ask it pretty much anything. Mostly you're going to want to see, talk about, mostly you're going to want to ask it trading questions. So that's kind of what you're going to want to talk to it about, is trading, obviously, because that's what it's built for. But pretty much any trading question, anything you have, especially about the battle box or anything like that, you're welcome to ask it. So we can try asking it what we're waiting for. So, but like I said before, it's a good time to sit on your hands, wait to trade. You're not trying to jump into anything right now. It's kind of sit around and wait, see what's going on. So yeah, what are we waiting for to trade? I like how it always says this. Oh yeah, this is a good question. It's just like, anything you say is gonna be like, oh yeah, that's a great question, you know, let me answer that for you. It's just funny because it's like, it's just, it's just funny. Wait for permission though, that's a good answer. So we'll kind of jump into this a little bit more. Alright, what are we waiting for? Waiting for price to reach a decision zone. Right now, BTC is inside no man's land. There's nothing to do in the middle. We need price to engage one of these areas. Looking for it to take the breakdown. Looking for it to take the break up. Either way, till then, we are holding fire. We're not jumping into anything. We're just kind of hanging around, waiting for price to get that breakout or that breakdown. We're waiting for 2 15-minute closes and then a 5-minute retest. Basics for our strategy. It's saying that you're going to want to watch out for today. The 5-minute must align, so you don't want the 5-minute to be reactive, choppy, or flipping. If it is, then it's just time to not jump into it. Since today is a rotational, we're only going to jump into a trade if price reaches a clear extreme, not a mid-range, rejection is visible, and you're not fading back toward value, not calling a top or a bottom. No extreme, no fade. So we're not waiting for momentum candles in the middle. It looks like it wants to break. Speed without structure, boredom, relief trades. So we're not looking to jump into a trade. We're waiting for it to tell us that we can trade. That's the difference there. So if you're going to jump into a trade just because you want to get a trade, then you're going to end up losing money. That's basically what it is. Like, yeah, so we don't have a trade right now. There's no trade setting up, not for our system. So we're not trading. That's the basics of it. We're not looking for oh, look, you know, like on the 5-minute, the stoaches are showing that we're gonna jump right here. Like, it's probably gonna take us up, you know, and we'll probably come right up to the breakout, and then we're gonna break out, and we'll just get in early right here. Like, that's not what we're looking for. We're waiting. Like, we don't have a clear signal to jump in. There's nothing telling us, hey, we need to get in right now. So we're just sitting here waiting for that retest, and then we can decide when to get in after that. Waiting for that 15-minute break and retest, 2 15-minute closes and a retest on the 5, and then we'll be taking that up. That's what we're waiting for. So we can go ahead and ask it about the S4 thing too, shirt maker. So just to show you, you could ask it about anything. Like, if you have any questions, you don't even have to ask us. You can just ask the GPT. I mean, that's essentially why we made it, because like what we learned is, like, one of the best ways you can learn pretty much anything is to have somebody sitting there with you, like showing you how to do it, or like like even just like reaffirming kind of like what you're thinking, or just like showing you examples, or answering questions, or even like dumb ones, because sometimes like there's like a question you're just like, it's just like right on the edge, and it's really stupid question, but like just the answer to that question just like pushes you over, and then that's when you're like, oh, okay, now I get it. But before, you know, like I just didn't understand it at all. Like I don't know, maybe you're hooked up on, like, you're like, why are they called, like, why are these called candles? Like, why aren't they just called like that, like whatever, I don't know, like, why aren't they just called like a ribbon or something? Like, I don't know. And then you like figure out, you ask GPT like, oh, why is it called a candle? And it's like, oh, like back in the whatever, they thought this looked like a candle, and you'd be like, oh, okay, nice. You know, like, maybe that's what it is, I don't know. But yeah, so you could ask the GPT anything. So we're gonna head on over there, and we'll ask GPT what does S4 mean. So I noticed in the other And you can talk to this too if you click on the little dictate button. You can talk to it. We're just gonna go ahead and just type it in, just because it's a little easier. I like to type it in better, but I know some people like to talk to it. So I notice in the, let's just say in the DMR, you mentioned S4. We could also ask about S5. So S4, I believe it mentioned S5 and S6. Alright, gotta stop holding shift whenever I 6. What are those and what do they mean? There we go. Easy as that. Just ask a simple question, press enter, and it will tell you. So those labels are not random, they're signals. Or they're not signals, they're permission strategy archetypes from the trade logic modules. Think of them as behavior playbooks, not setups you hunt. So first, S4, S5, and S6 strategy classes, they answer one question only: what kind of behavior is allowed today given the market state? So they don't tell you where to enter, where to click, or what direction price should go, and they tell you how you're allowed to behave if price reaches the right areas. So kind of like, I guess like a weather report, I guess, kind of like you want to like check out what the weather is today, so then you know if you want to go out and like, you know, you want to do something today, but you want to check the weather, so then you know if you want to go play football or if you'd rather like go watch a movie or something, you know, like that's kind of the idea. So if it's nice and sunny, then you can go play football, but if it's going to be like rainy or freezing cold or something, you might want to go watch a movie, you know. So that's kind of the idea there. So S4 is a mid-band fade, a retracement strategy based on when the market is balanced and compressed, price pushes away from value, fails, rotates back towards value. So S4 is allowed when triggers are inside the daily range, high time frame support and resistance are balanced, and no directional acceptance has occurred. So what are we doing? We're not predicting a breakout, we're not fading excess back into balance. Basically, you kill S4 if you are looking for acceptance beyond a trigger or have any kind of strong directional flow through. So once the market commits, S4 is off the table. S5, range extreme. So they're all basically just like this, like different weather reports of kind of what we can look at. S5 is fading to rain edges, not mid-range noise. If the market remains rotational, the edge matters, the middle does not. S5 is allowed whenever the price reaches the daily support or resistance, structure is clean, and no breakout acceptance exists. What you're doing is you're fading only at the edges, targeting rotation back inwards, and traders get this wrong whenever they try to run S5 when they're in the middle or on top when they're not, like basically in the zone. If you run it anytime you're not in the zone, or if you're trying to call the top or the bottom before the edge is reached. So no edge, no S5 is essentially the thing. For S6, that's our trading value area rotation. So volume area high, volume area low. In balanced market, price oscillates around value, not trends away from it. So when S6 is allowed is when value is clearly defined. There's no high time frame shelves dominating. The market is accepting rotation and not breaking. And what we're doing is we're participating inside balance. We're taking smaller and cleaner rotations. And we want this to be secondary because it requires precision. It's easy to overtrade, and it's pretty dangerous without any kind of discipline or anything like that. So you want to use this for control, not just action addiction. So you don't want to just like use that to like jump into a bunch of trades. Essentially, you're using that to kind of take like controlled, precise trades based off of our system. So that's kind of the thing. You know, we have a couple of different ones in here. S4, S5, S6. So that's what they mean. You can, like I said, ask it anything. So anything it says anything in the thing in here, any questions you just have about trading, you can go ahead and ask it. Like, I don't know, like maybe, like, let's see, like, what does, all right, let's say why do they call it a candlestick? So the body's a candle, thin line's the wick. So apparently they're developed by a legendary rice trader in Osaka in the 17,000s. He was trading human emotion. Rice prices recorded on paper, and each period was drawn as a shape showing where price closed, where it opened, where it closed, and how far it traveled up and down. When drawn, these marks resembles candles with wicks, especially when written with brush or ink. So basically, Japanese candlestick charts were created. So kind of cool. You know, like I said, ask it anything. Yeah, it's just kind of cool. Shows you a lot of information, a little wick, I guess. But anyways, yeah, that's the point of it, though, right? You can ask it whatever you want. It's gonna show you kind of, yeah, how you're looking to jump in, like what you're thinking about. You can ask it, yeah, any question. It can help you kind of see, yeah, just like what you've been missing. Honestly, like you can even talk to it more, and it'll just get more and more kind of focused around what you're trying to do, how you're trying to trade. Obviously you're trying to trade quota battle box if you're here, but everybody's going to trade it slightly differently, even though we're all using the same plan. So yeah, just asking it questions, helping yourself kind of understand the concept better, helping yourself understand like what it is we're even like talking about, what we're doing. That's just, yeah, all of that's really just going to help you trade better and kind of jump into this better. So yeah, we can kind of run through a little bit of TA here. There's really not a lot, like I said, though. Like we're kind of range bound between I believe these 4-hour support down here on green and resistance up here on the red. So we kind of broke into this range. Let's see, the 21st, and we're kind of broke up, hit the top, and then came down, hit the bottom. Kind of range bound, you know, hit top, hit bottom, hit top, hit bottom. So really just sideways range bound, not a lot going on, not a lot happening here on the 4-hour. We got the MACD curling here, our size kind of sitting flat, so really neutral there. Same thing with the 1-hour. Price is kind of sitting sideways here, kind of midline right now. I would say this green line here, our breakout zone, is kind of mid-range here for our zone, I guess, that we were talking about. So really midline here on the 1-hour. Moving to the 15. Still, you can see that zone here. We are a little bit in a more of a flag here, kind of forming a bearish flag here, really, like with the, well, I don't know, I guess you could say that's kind of more of a bullish flag. But like we say decent amount of times, you know, flags are hard just because they're very, it's hard not to trade a flag emotionally, you know, like I don't know, like when you're looking at trading a flag, you're thinking like, oh, I think this looks like, and this feels like it should do this. Like, it's just hard to be like, yes, okay, this is a, like, I see a, what would this flag be? Bullish, ascending triangle, I guess. So, oh, this is a ascending triangle here with a flat top and a curved bottom here going to the upside. We're waiting for that breakout and retest of this, and then we'll take it up. Like that's how you'd have to trade a flag. But there's just not a lot of information, and you know they break down a decent amount. So honestly, that's not really how we look at it there. We definitely look more at using the quarter battle box system. If it's going with the system, then that's kind of how you trade it, but if it's not, then it's not how you trade it. So yeah, we can ask the GPT if you want, Spirit Maker. So what about taking here, we'll even throw this in, let's taking this flag on the 15-minute. So we'll throw this on here, line my flag back up. And we got our target here. Got our target here at 89.5. So yeah, we'll say, oh yeah, let's take it up here. We'll throw our position on here. I would trade a flag, I guess, sir. I'll do that. And we'll grab a screenshot. There we go. And we'll go ahead and send it in there and see what it says. All right, so stop. This is exactly where discipline is testing. I'm going to answer you clearly and structurally, not emotionally. Short answer is no. Just taking 15 flags not permitted right now. So using the battle box logic and not opinion, this is what you're seeing. What you're seeing versus what the market has earned. Yes, visually it looks like a 15-minute bull flag, but battle box does not trade shapes. It trades permissions. A flag is tradable when it exists inside of our directional resume. So kind of like what I was saying, if it's inside of our parameters with our trade, then we can take it. If it's just a flag, then it's really nothing. Like all you're doing is drawing a shape on the chart. Like there's really not a lot. And I know like some people trade flags, but that's for our system. That's not what we're talking about. So we got no trigger acceptance. Full flag is requires acceptance above the breakout trigger. Directional flow is already in control. Direction, yeah, we already read that. And we do not have 15-minute close. We don't have the breakout trigger. There's no high time frame continuation of direction. So that's just, yeah, that's what we're looking at. We have no continuation, nothing for continuation trades. So we haven't already broken out. We're not looking for another continuation upwards even farther. We're still inside that no man's land, so we're still inside the range in between the breakout and the breakdown level. So really, yeah, like it's right. No, that's not what we should be doing. That's not what we're looking for. One of these, not both. One is tradable. So you can either get the direction or earn, so the 15-minute close, blah blah blah. And then you can take that up. Right. Yeah. So really, get that breakout, get that breakdown, and then we can jump into that. Especially if it is setting up the flag, that's where we're looking to trade it. Other than that, we're not looking to jump in. We're not looking to take an up trade. We're not looking to take a down trade. We're just waiting. That's all we have to do. So we're just kind of sitting around, hanging out, waiting to see what happens, seeing where we're gonna go. But yeah, that's kind of a little demo, I guess, of our battle box system. Again, kind of showing off kind of what it's doing. We got nothing else really going here on the 15-minute. Like I said, we're still range bound. We got a breakdown here on RSI, looking to curl down farther. MACD is curling down as well. That could mean we could come down here to break out of this breakdown range. We'll see. See as price action continues throughout the day. Like I said, no man's land right now, so we could go either way. We could look for some up, look for some down. Either way, we'll see what happens. But we are looking a little more down here in the 15. 5 minute is looking pretty similar. Seeing that breakdown on here on the MACD. Looking at that curl over here on the RSI. Will we continue down? We'll have to break through our 200. Yeah, and really in this breakout range. So. Or breakdown range, sorry. So we'll see kind of what happens as we go into the day. There's, like I said, there's really not a whole lot going today, not a whole lot happening. It is the week after Christmas, right before the New Year's. You know, people making resolutions, people are like getting ready to party. Like, I don't know, like people just are not paying attention to the charts. So it's more than likely going to be a pretty slow day today. We could get a trade, you know, like anything can happen. Could get a trade. So we're just going to have to watch the markets and see. Like we said last time on live, you can set up alerts. I don't know if he's fixed that yet, but if, yeah, let's see. Yeah, so you can check out alerts. So you can either say, open up your alerts section here at the top, click on alerts, click on the indicator that you want, so battle box, Kabroda trading battle box for today, and then we'll click out. You can either use the breakout or breakdown trigger, and then you basically you want to use probably want to use the 15-minute chart for the interval, and then whatever you'd like, once per candle or once really is when you kind of want to use it, unless you're going to want to like have it tell you every time it breaks through. We'll just say once, and then you just press create, and then now you got a alert happening there on the line there. So pretty cool. And you can see it over here in your alerts section if you click on that. So you can see we got price crossed above breakout trigger. We're looking for that. So that would be the screen line. We're looking for price break above, and we'll get the alert, obviously. So if that were to happen, that's where we get that alert. Kind of cool. But yeah, like I said, you could set your alerts. If you're like able to pay attention and like run back to your computer whenever, I guess you could go do pretty much anything. Just wait for that alert to sound off. Most of the time what I like to do is kind of like hang around the PC, kind of waiting, just doing different things. Like a lot of times I'll be working on the channel or something like that, as I'm waiting for the breakdown to show up. But yeah, if we are looking for that breakdown breakup, it should happen here next couple hours, I would think. If it is going to happen, it could happen tonight. I've seen that a couple times lately, but our session is more of a morning session, so really to like, I don't know, maybe 2, you're kind of waiting for something to happen. If it hasn't happened by 2, then you know it's not very likely it's going to happen. We're kind of waiting, kind of just be waiting for that longer time frame at that point. Oh, sorry, what? We're waiting for the next day, I guess, at that point. So I don't know. Y'all will have to let me know what you think about the battle box in the comments. If you're looking to jump into it, like I said, check out our description. We got the battle box link in there. It is $89.99 a month, I believe. Yeah, let me fact check that to make sure. Just to make sure. Okay, here we go. We can show it off. So we got our standard price at 89. I guess it's just 89 a month. So basically, you pay month to month, you get our full institutional data feed. 30-minute executional anchor, and the battle box AI fan. You can also pay annual or semi-annual. If you pay annual, you do get like 2 months free, so it's pretty good. Semi-annual, you get about $35 off essentially. So annual is definitely the best way to go if you're looking, like, if you really like us, you want to jump in, want to have it all year, might as well just go for the annual. But if you are looking to just trade it, pay it month by month, standard's obviously the way to go, and then you can use semi-annual, either one. But that is our pricing. That's kind of what we're looking at. Excuse me. But yeah, that's our battle box. So yeah, check it out. All of our indicators are in there. You got our suite, so you can use that. Our battle box GPT works off of that now. So if you are wanting to still use that, you're gonna have to jump in and sign up for this. You can, I believe we have our old GPT on there, so if you really want to, you can go and use that, but we are not working on updating it all the time. Yeah, it's like $3 a day if you want to break it down like that. It's very maker. I mean, I guess if you get like one trade a week, it's not that bad. Like, depending on how much you're trading, I guess like one trade could just pay for it. But you know, I don't know. I always hated it when people told me that. So, you know, it's there. If you're looking for a good indicator, it's on there. But yeah, you do get both of our indicators with it. You get our new Wealth OS that we're coming out with. Working on it right now. And then you will get our just our regular suite with our battle box levels, and along with the GPT and the access to the GPT, and yeah, just being able to use it. So yeah, pretty good deal, honestly. Like 2 indicators and an AI indicator, one of the first. So yeah, cheap cup of coffee for a trading advisor. Yeah, $3 every day. Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, check that out if you haven't already. Let us know what you think about it. We'd like to hear what you think. I'd like to hear how we can improve. We're always looking to improve it, like I said before. Other than that, we will catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and yeah, happy trading to y'all. Enjoy your New Year's Day. Thank y'all.